The Intergovernmental Authority on Development, IGAD, is a regional economic community comprising 8 member states in the Horn of Africa. It plays a central role in promoting peace, security, resilience, and sustainable development across borders, particularly in addressing the region's shared challenges such as drought, floods, climate change, and food insecurity. IGAD's Specialized Climate Center, the IGAD Climate Prediction and Application Center (ICPAC), serves as a regional climate hub for Eastern Africa. Accredited by the World Meteorological Organization (WMO), the center offers climate services to 11 countries in the region. Its services aim to build resilience in a region heavily impacted by climate change extremes. One of its key initiatives is the SCIDA III project, funded by the German cooperation through GIZ. This initiative is transforming how communities in fragile ecosystems anticipate, prepare for, and respond to climate shocks, particularly drought. Funded by the German Cooperation for International Development (BMZ) through GIZ, SCIDA III focuses on cross-border cooperation and the operationalization of cross-border early warning systems, strengthening livelihoods, water and rangeland management, and capacity building across vulnerable cross-border communities in the Karamoja Cluster covering Kenya and Uganda, extending to Ethiopia and South Sudan. Through this initiative, IGAD and other partners are supporting pastoral communities, local authorities, and technical experts' work together to shift from reactive crisis response to anticipatory community-led resilience building. Covering approximately 8,382 square kilometers, the Karamoja Cluster is home to at least 13 pastoralist and agro-pastoralist communities. These communities rely heavily on livestock mobility, a traditional adaptation strategy to cope with drought and sustain their livelihoods. The cross-border region faces frequent and severe climate challenges, with drought being the most devastating, especially for women, youth, and children. Rainfall follows a single seasonal pattern from March to November, peaking in April and May. However, long dry spells have become increasingly common, leading to extensive damage. Historical rainfall analysis shows that the area experienced major droughts in 1984, 2000, 2010, and 2022, highlighting the increasing frequency and duration of drought events.
Wakati hakuna mvua, kila kitu ameteremuka. Mahindi haiwezi kuja mzuri, nyasi haiwezi kuja mzuri, amekuja kidogo. Ng'ombe amekula kama miezi moja, ameisha. Ng'ombe alikuwa kidogo hawezi pata kilo.
Climate imebadilika kidogo, si kama awali. Awali ilikuwa mzuri, saa hizi imeshuka chini kidogo. Unapata kuna msimu mwingine mvua inakuja vizuri, kuna msimu mwingine tuko na shortage ya mvua.
Mia nyatina manangilade amarirpa kumake karnya nyumokoro nyu ne anga magolti nyumokoro na ne amomisianka. Kelege jini le pe to tintinge to chi pe kichwani jogomai. Kumia teta to na ko ukoro na pupungolo purolo na anda gepirki punyon ke chenga woloni.
As a result of shifting climate patterns, prolonged droughts are causing a severe shortage of pasture and water for livestock. This has led to high mortality rates among animals, leaving pastoralists with significant economic losses. Additionally, outbreaks of foot and mouth disease have worsened the situation, reducing productivity and hampering local trade as herders move cattle in search of pastures.
In the drought spell, we realize that these animals will actually move far distances to look for pasture and water. When the animals move far distances, it affects actually the number of animals that are being brought here in the market. Like half of the year is okay, the market is okay, and that is now during rainy season because the grass is all over, water is just near, and then half of it, these animals move long distances to look for water. And now, these animals don't come in large number in the market, and it discourages the traders who come to buy, because they will not have any reason to come to the market if the animals are not there.
Poor grazing practices have become prevalent in Karamoja, accelerating desertification. With limited feed options, livestock overgraze the most palatable plants, leaving the soil bare and vulnerable to erosion. In response, local governments, development partners, and communities are adopting strategies to mitigate these impacts. Key priority areas that need support include sharing accurate weather information, improving and maintaining water resources, rangeland management, livestock vaccination programs, and promoting alternative livelihood projects.
We have been cooperating with the IGAD Transhumance Protocol, through the IGAD Transhumance Protocol, with the neighboring districts and even across with Kenya. Turkana County government, especially the country director of veterinary services, coordinates and cooperates a lot with the DVO here, who's myself. In case there is an issue on the other side, we communicate. Even when we are trying to implement activities of vaccination, we do it jointly. They usually vaccinate starting from, say, Lokiriama, coming towards the border. I'm just giving this as an example. While for us, we also do it from the center here, going towards the border. And we converge at Kobebe, where you find a mixture of people.
When the regulator came here, they told us how to keep the pasture of our animals and to keep the grass for wet season and dry season. Then from that, when we finish that, now we marked places where can it be, where the grazing areas of the dry season. And we have marked it. Then when it reaches wet season, the cows goes one side of the sub-county. And this Lotisa sub-county. And Regeland is in two sub-counties in this side. It is in Rupa sub-county, Lotisa sub-county. In Rupa sub-county is at Naput. And for us, is in Kobebe, is in Lokisile, where water is.
In a way of working with the government and other partners, we have advocated for water ponds, valley tanks, and dams to be constructed. And as we speak now, we have SCIDA III project supporting to rehabilitate a valley tank in Namusing. And then to address on issues of pasture, we have pushed together with SCIDA III to ensure rangeland management is implemented, which CADEP is the one handling that, constituting the rangeland management committees, training them, and ensuring the implementation.
Besides livestock, some communities in Moroto, Uganda, are diversifying their livelihoods by engaging in the production of honey and other bee products. This not only fosters sustainable income generation, but also promotes environmental conservation.
The climate affects beekeeping. Beekeeping relies on the weather pattern. When there is rain, we also receive enough flowers for the production of honey. But now when the place is dry, so it means also even the flowers which the bees rely on are not there. If there is drought, it means the production is also low. You can do it along other activities like crop production, like livestock keeping. So the lessons we are learning is that beekeeping is alternative. It's an alternative livelihood. When we are failing with the crops, we rely on the honey. Sometimes when we fail also with the livestock. Of course, all this depends on the weather.
Despite progress, challenges remain. While various early warning systems exist, many communities still struggle to receive timely, actionable information. Ensuring that warnings reach the last mile and are trusted and acted upon is critical to reducing the impact of disasters.
And media plays a very big role. So we share this early warning bulletin with the radio people, with the media people, to communicate it through radios to our people down there. We have also used different kind of community meetings to ensure that this information is disseminated to the last mile.
One of our mandates is drought information. We also have another mandate of drought response and building resilience of communities to ensure that they have capacity to cope with any drought situation that may arise. Apart from drought, we have other hazards that are affecting the communities, that is floods. When it rains, we also have areas that are affected by flash floods. We've also had a pest and disease outbreak for livestock, both livestock and human, which also affect the communities. So through the multi-hazard early warning information platform, we've been able to highlight all these hazards and come up with advisories and interventions that are able to address effectively and on time.
One flagship output of SCIDA III initiative from IGA's DRM program is a cross-border drought risk profile that has extensively documented drought hazard, exposure, and vulnerability of communities and ecosystems. It highlights the increasing risk of drought and the urgent need to strengthen early warning systems, promote community-based natural resource management, diversify livelihoods, and enhance peace and social cohesion through climate-smart interventions. Despite substantial investments in water infrastructure, water scarcity remains a major issue. Communities rely on a range of sources, rivers, dams, and now smart taps to survive the dry season. These digital kiosks make water distribution more efficient and sustainable by tracking every drop, cutting down on waste, and encouraging responsible use. This innovation is proving to be a lifesaver, especially during droughts, helping pastoralists adapt to the unpredictable climate.
It is true that this project has done quite well, especially to our women. You find that they had challenge of water, but walking for a quite distance to get water. But eventually now they are using the smart cart to tap water, and they are getting it with easy, without much struggle.
Na imeleta hata tena uhusiano mzuri kwa boma, kwa sababu mama anapoenda kwa muda mrefu, unajua mzee ana suspect umeenda wapi. So ilikuwa inakatisha tena mambo ya kukwarusana kwa boma, kwa sababu maji iko hapa karibu. Watu wamekuwa clean, hata unaona vile wamama wako wamekuwa wasafi, wanaweza ingia maji. Zamani ilikuwa ngumu mama kuingia kuoga kwa sababu hakuna maji. Hata na wazee pia wamekuwa wasafi sana.
Mpaka saa hii hiyo smart app inatusaidia sababu uwezi tumia maji ovyo. Na smart app yenyewe ni automatic. Ukifinya tu hivi kwa hiyo shilingi moja, inaenda 20 liters na inachikata yenyewe. Hakuna ku waste maji.
For lasting impact, interventions must balance immediate drought response with long-term adaptation strategies. This requires coordinated trans-boundary cooperation among the 4 countries in the Karamoja Cluster and the full participation of local communities. While substantial work has been done to strengthen communities against drought and climate-related disasters, major socio-economic challenges persist across the region. IGAD calls on donors and development agencies to scale up support to ensure vulnerable communities gain access to sustainable solutions, improving livelihoods, strengthening ecosystems, and fostering peace and prosperity in the Horn of Africa.